Hey fellow questers, make sure to catch up on the entire Dragon Quest X saga from beginning to end with this convenient playlist located in this card or the description down below.
So 5.3 begins in the throne room of our swanky new castle as our new servant Carlow greets us as we sit on our new throne. So the three demon lords are in the room together and pledge their allegiance to us. With peace settled between the three kingdoms, Yushka is wondering what Lord Mawson was trying to do to us earlier and that we should look as we want to break the grudges that the demons have against Astoltia. Carlow suggests that we try to win the hearts of the people since we're the new demon king. So we begin by trying to make the outfit of the great demon king with the help of an elderly demon named Disia, and after she helps us out, she passes away. No, not Disia! So she leaves us a letter saying that she was ill and hid it from us, but wanted to complete our suit before she died. I'm Batman! So when I first got this costume, I told the Dragon's Den team in our team chat that I'm Batman, so my pal Dan was surprised and asked where I got the costume, and I just said I just got it through the main story. So the rest of Disia's letter says that the mask of the king will be used to hide our gentle hearts so we can strike fear and authority into the demon world. I am vengeance. I am the knight. I am the great demon king! So we go back to Gerheno Gena and a poster of Yushka's face is crossed out. We hear Veltro talking with someone who may have betrayed us and we go down a stairwell. In the jail cell we see a young boy who looks similar to Irusha asking for our help. He introduces himself as Narazia. So he has no recollection of how he got here nor anything about himself. Veltro arrives and says he has some information about an attack on our castle and the leader of the rebellion may appear. Veltro suggests we go to the Jalan Baha desert and that's where the attack may begin. We end up leaving Narazia in his cell. So Narazia is brought with the rebels who are plotting against us and the leader Gotse appears who looks like a demon dwarf. Veltro is there with some Baldista soldiers and Gotse declares that he's about to be the new demon king. As the rebels are about to kill Narazia, Veltro and his men spring into action and says he only serves Valeria and the true demon king as we step in. Veltro and his men defeat the rebels, but Gotse summons the jewel and transforms into a much stronger monster. He excels breath which knocks out all the soldiers, but Narazia is still alive, and Veltro escapes like a coward as he leaves us to deal with Gotse. And after we defeat Gotse, Veltro interrogates Gotse on why he wanted to rebel, and Gotse says he didn't want to go to the Great Court Gate to avoid Asval and Valeria. He's shocked that someone like us is the Great Demon King and throws a tantrum that he couldn't be the Great Demon King. Gotse asks for forgiveness and swears allegiance to us. We forgive him and Gotse vows to follow us for the rest of his life. And Veltro is glad that his plan to infiltrate the rebels worked and questions who Narazia is. And just like Irusha, Narazia doesn't remember who he is and only remembers a deep fog and is trying to find Irusha. And Veltro asks Narazia if he wants to come with him to Baldista, but Narazia disappears. So after Veltro leaves, we go to the Great Demon Wall and see a sculptor named Mohipenko, who we give a box of demon macaroons to. Mohipenko is happy that he will carve our face in the Great Demon Wall, which is the Mount Rushmore of demon rulers, and we see the past rulers of the demon world, such as Narodus, and say we're the ones who beat him 1,000 years ago back in version 4. Mohipenko is angry and draws out the power from Narodus' face to bring out a phantom Narodus to fight us, and sadly we don't have Alvin to help us out. Alvin, help us! Mohipenko says if we defeat the Phantom Narodus, he will carve our face into the Great Demon Wall. So after having our face carved into the Great Demon Wall, we go back into the castle and Rinberry arrives saying we should get ready for the Great Demon Ball by learning how to dance. Rinberry also says she's going to decorate the interior of our castle with her high sense guidance and meets us at the ball. We arrive at the ball in Zekles with Asval and Rinberry as we go down the stairs to mingle with the Zekles aristocrats. The aristocrats say that the Great Demon King should also be a great dancer, cause the Great Demon King is a smooth ogre. So we show off our new dance, which isn't exactly the smooth ogre. So Rinberry begins to laugh how funny we look, but one of the elder demons says that this is a dance from ancient times and is truly a winning dance which impresses everyone. So we go back to the castle and Carlow is impressed how much of a name we made for ourselves as the Great Demon King. However, a guard from Zekles rushes in and says a magic mound appeared near Baldista, leading to the great cave that leads to Astoltia. Soldiers who are at the mound are seeking help and we call Irusha for help. So on our way to the mound, we talk to Veltro in Baldista about a mysterious group of hoods looking for Valeria.
Oh, hello, Great Demon King. You've just come to the right place at the right time. It's a good thing you've come on such short notice right now. Oops, pardon me. I do need to ask you about something first. So, how are you doing right now? Did some suspicious people show up at your door too? Yes. I wanted to talk about that too, as expected from the great Demon King. So it looks like a particular group of mysterious hooded figures came here to start trouble in Baldista and were about to cause quite a ruckus. They were here to find our own Demon Lord, Valeria. So, on that day, our forces here in Baldista were spread thin after Valeria disappeared. Hey, they're here! So they were like, "Where is the Demon Lord Valeria? If you don't tell us, we'll show no mercy." Then one of my guards says, "Who the hell are you people?" The hoods say, "Out of the way!" Ah! So the hoods beat the elite forces of the Baldista army and made their way into the throne room. The hoods were like, "We're not leaving this castle until we get her head." Then they were like, "Blood for blood, tell us where she is, and we won't kill any more of your soldiers." I know Valeria destroyed various nations, so I assume those hooded figures were probably one of them. Obviously, this is some country that wants revenge. What do we do now? They were led by a swordsman with unparalleled strength and 3 magicians. It's a shame my strength was too much for them. I might be able to survive on my own, but the others might get killed. I don't think it's a good idea to fight them here. Well then, I think I might have a solution for this after all. The swordsman was like, "Answer me this. Where is your demon lord? If you try to cover for her any longer..." "Well then, you intruders, if it's Valeria you seek, she's not here right now." They were like, "What did you say?" "Valeria is at the great Demon King's castle. Now that I've told you where she is, you will leave Baldista as promised." They were like, "The great demon castle, huh? You better not be lying." So just like that, the hooded figures left Baldista and made their way to the great demon lord's castle, and were all safe now. Well, I kinda added a few things here and there. The hooded figures will probably show up sooner or later, but I'm sure you can handle it. Valeria's enemies are your enemies now, so that makes them your responsibility. Don't worry about a thing, Great Demon King. I'll handle the rest.
Back at the castle, we get a warning that the barrier outside the castle was broken and that we need to prepare for the attack.
Our comrades appear in the main hall and Valeria says that we should withdraw because the hoods are after her specifically.
Impossible. My barrier was broken that easily?
Hold it right there. I'm reluctant to spill your blood here in the Great Demon King's castle, but I can't help it. Who are you?
I don't know. I can't remember anything. I'm wondering if you are Irusha? At last, I finally come all this way to meet you face to face after all this time. Ugh.
You! Who are you, really? So Narazia also has the same thorns on his arms like Irusha, but still has no recollection on who he is. Carlow takes Narazia to the medical office and wonders who Irusha and Narazia are. We go to the medical office and see the mummy, Dr. Mu, with Irusha as she watches over Narazia sleeping in bed. Irusha is wondering if Narazia will wake up soon and somewhat feels like she's met him before. She touches his hand, but their thorns shock each other. Dr. Mu is confused on why that happened, and Irusha continues to watch over Narazia. So we go back to the throne room and talk about how Narazia is actually a human that crossed into the demon world who got found out by Veltro and the Baldista army. Asval thinks Narazia is not human since he was able to pass through the barrier he set up earlier, and Valeria deducts that Narazia is not related to the Hoods and plans to interrogate him as he gets up. So one of the guards arrives with our new scythe and we finally wear all the equipment for the Demon King. I'm Batman, the Great Demon King! Yeah! Huh? Who are you guys?
You're the ones who invaded Baldista, am I correct? Come to take my head as part of your vengeance? I give you credit for coming this far to the Great Demon King's castle, but it looks like you'll be dealing with me right here and now.
This road has been long and arduous. All this training, risking our lives, and the journey straight into hell were all for this moment. I'm not alone. We've all made this brave journey here, which is our mission.
Huh? What? Where? What? When? How? Puff off!
I am on Lucia, Princess of the Brave from the Kingdom of Gran Zidora. Since time immemorial, the invasion against Astoltia, the destruction and slaughter of our people has gone on far enough. We can no longer allow this destruction and slaughter to continue. Let's settle this once and for all, Demon Lord Valeria. And the root of all evil, the Great Demon King!
Who, me?
Look who it is. The little girl from Astoltia from back then. No need to get your hands dirty, Great Demon King. Let me handle this child. Huh? Why? Why you?
Heroes and allies from generation to generation. Please, lend me your strength!
You seem very confident in your sword technique, but can you handle this, brave princess?
My sword is for Astoltia, the world that I vowed to protect!
My hometown and friends were destroyed. I felt nothing but anger and despair since the day that it happened. And now it's your turn!
Brave princess, huh? I never expected this much power from you.
Demon King! Now I will put an end to the history of Astoltia's pain and sorrow. Your evil reign shall end right here and now! Demon King, prepare yourself to meet your maker!
Hey, Carlow, what do I do? Okay. Listen, I am the Great Demon King, and I'm gonna give you to the count of 10 to turn around and go out the door, or else you're gonna feel my wrath, yeah.
The little girl does have some spark to her after all. I'm shocked. Not bad, hero.
And Lucia! Leave them to us! Go after the Great Demon King!
Demon King, it's over!
Hey, wait, let's talk about this. No!
Not yet!
Wait, I'm Lucia! It's me, Ryan! No!
So after we're unmasked as the Great Demon King, we offer a truce and talk to everyone in the conference room about the upcoming threat. After explaining how Yushka saved our life, and Lucia wonders where our allegiance lies. Yushka says that he will not only save the demon world, but all of Astoltia as well. Asval says that Irusha has the power to stop the conflict and that we should work together. However, Shin'e says that Ethine was destroyed by demons and he doesn't trust Irusha. And a guard comes in and says that there's more dark energy at Demon Mountain, and Yushka thinks it may be Lord Mawson and asks Anne Lucia to help us out. We all leave for Jiden Rose Garden at Demon Mountain. When we arrive at Jiden Rose Garden, it's covered in purple mist, and Irusha assures Queen Antoinette that they will remove the magic beetle soon. Yushka sees Lord Mawson ascend up the stairs to go to temple, but can't make chase due to the mist. Irusha tries to dispel the mist, but is unable to. Narazia has also come to help as Irusha still tries again, but Narazia raises his hand and it looks like he has the same powers as Irusha. They both try to dispel the mist, but are surrounded by dark energy balls. Yushka takes out special jewels which take out most of the balls. Lucia says that she'll try to help Yushka, who she also calls a kid, but Yushka says he's not a kid. He's over 300 years old. Irusha and Narazia are able to get rid of the energy balls, but not all the mist, and suddenly a dark matter appears and we must battle it to stop the mist. After we defeat the dark matter, Irusha and Narazia get rid of the mist, but the Jiden Rose Garden is in ruins. Yushka says that we must go after Lord Mawson at the Goda Temple. Inside the temple, Irusha and Narazia walk together where Irusha was initially captive. And together they open the passageway below, and the true evil is God of Destruction, Jaganuba. Lucia wonders if Lord Mawson's goal is to revive Jaganuba, and we head down to find out the truth. And down below we see a door, and Irusha claims that the door is sealed to protect the world from what's inside the door, which is Jaganuba himself! Irusha and Narazia open the door together, and Anne Lucia says we should keep Jaganuba sealed, but the seal has already been weakened and Jaganuba is about to awaken. Irusha says that she and Narazia appeared in this world to stop Jaganuba, and as we enter the door we see Lord Mawson next to the body of Jaganuba. We try to stop Lord Mawson, but he tells us to stay out of the way and wants to talk to us alone. And Lucia tries to assist us but is caved in by the debris. Lord Mawson saves us from a rock and says it's safe to talk. Our sibling explains that Jaganuba is still asleep and was the cause of the destruction of Jiden Rose Garden. Our sibling also explains that they were trying to find a way to Astoltia and the demon world to exist for a long time but couldn't find a way to do it. The only way was for our sibling to accelerate the awakening of Jaganuba so we can all be forced to cooperate. Our sibling apologizes for forcing us to work together and summoned the monster at the coronation to deepen the bond between the demon world rulers. Our sibling is convinced that we can be the bridge between the two worlds, and ever since the end of version 4 we promised to protect Astoltia no matter what. And Lucia breaks through the debris and both Irusha and Narazia go towards Jaganuba's body as one of his eyes opens, and then suddenly a guardian named Daviaga, the god of violence, appears and rushes towards us. Lord Mawson tries to fend him off, but Daviaga Zankokins Dragon Ball Z style behind him and knocks him away. Lord Mawson falls to the ground and Jaganuba is moving his fingers as Daviaga heads towards us. Lucinda tries to use the same jewels that Yushka had earlier to defend us with a force field as we battle it out with Daviaga, with Irusha, Yushka, and Anne Lucia joining us instead of our normal party members. Irusha takes out a crossbow as we get ready for battle. After we defeat Daviaga, Irusha attempts to destroy him for good, but Jaganuba causes Irusha to faint. Jaganuba absorbs Daviaga's spirit as a sacrifice and blasts away Lucinda's barrier. Jaganuba blasts us all away like we're nothing, and we think it's over until we see a pair of jewels form a seal around Jaganuba that was thrown by a person Yushka refers to as Lady Wolf, but it's actually Sage Marine! So apparently the Sage Marine we fought in the Gartland scenario back in version 1 was apparently a fake created by Puju. Sage Marine was Yushka's master from back in the day and taught him how to use the jewels, and Sage Marine says that only another god can challenge Jaganuba, the goddess Lutayena. Sage Marine holds off Jaganuba as we make our escape. We go back to the castle, but Narazia still hasn't woken up because he has a terrible fever. He passes out as Irusha watches over him. We go back to the throne room where everybody is waiting for us. At the throne room, everyone is chatting it up as Yushka talks about Sage Marine, his former master who he called Lady Wolf, who was traveling to see what happened in the demon world and taught Yushka the value of cooperation. However, we're all worried that we aren't strong enough to fight Jaganuba, but Anne Lucia agrees that we should all join together with the demon world and we need to resurrect the goddess Lutayena, thus ending version 5.3. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure to check out these other videos, and also make sure to follow me on social media and check out the official Battle Geek Plus website. Take care.